Welcome student to my class. Today I am going to start a new topic, that is Vedic civilization. As in the previous chapter, in the previous session we have learned about the Indus Valley civilization, and now I will be discussing with you about the Vedic civilization. This civilization is as important as the Vedic civilization. This civilization also flourished in India after the Indus Valley civilization. Do you know why this civilization is called the Vedic civilization? Here in this civilization we are going to see lots of changes and development in various fields. Here we will come to know about the Vedas. Okay. In this civilization there is a study of Vedas. We will come to know about how many Vedas are there. First of all, I will tell you that there are 4 Vedas, that is the Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Sam Veda and the Atha Veda. We will also come to know about the different ashrams on which the whole life of a person was divided. That is Brahmacharya, Agrasta, Vanaprastha and Sannyas ashram. All these points we are going to deal in a topic of Vedic civilization. Now let me begin my topic. Let me start with my topic. This civilization is as important as the Indus Valley civilization. This civilization, as all of you know, that Indus Valley civilization was an urban civilization, whereas Vedic civilization was a rural civilization. People of the Vedic civilization were called the Aryans. The learned person developed a literature which was called the Vedic literature, and on reading that literature we come to know lots and lots about the people of the Vedic civilization. The main contents of the Vedic literature were Vedas, Brahmans, Upanishads, Arnatas, Sutras, etc. In this we are going to study about the 4 Vedas, that is the Rig Veda, which is one of the oldest Veda, Sam Veda, Yajur Veda and Atha Veda. We are going to study about it. We will come to know that the society is divided into 4 sections according to the profession of a person. That is the Brahmins, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas and the Shudras. The Brahmins were the learned class, and the Kshatriyas were the warriors. They were the kings and the soldier class. And the third was the Vaishya class, which were generally traders. And the fourth was the Shudras. They were the downtrodden class, and they were also called untouchable. They used to live outside the village. According to the Vedic literature, the human life was divided of 100 years. It was divided like this: Brahmacharya ashram, age was between 1 to 25 years, where he used to study in the company of his guru in Gurukul. Second was the Grasta ashram, age was from 25 to 50 years, where he used to lead a married life, and after leading the married life he used to brought up his children and all like this. And third stage was the Vanaprastha stage, and that age was between 50 to 75. He fulfilled all his family responsibility, and now he decided to leave his home and go into the forest. And in the fourth it was of Sannyas ashram. He used to live in the forest, where he used to do meditation and do lots and lots of bhakti. And after within this Sannyas ashram, his death had occurred. Yes, students, now we have come to know so many things about the Vedic civilization. First of all, the people of the Vedic civilization were called Aryans, and the society was divided into 4 parts. Brahmins, Brahmins, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, and the Shudras. And we have also come to know about the various ashram, that is Brahmacharya ashram, Brahmagrastha ashram, Vanaprasth, and the Sannyas ashram. Now let us move further. Now I will be discussing with you that what type of social life the Vedic civilization people used to live. So as all of you know that the society was divided into 4 castes, that is Brahmins, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, and Shudras. This class system was based on the profession which the people have adopted in their life. For example, the Brahmins were the learned person, they were the priests, they were in charge of the temples and all. The second was the Kshatriyas. They were mostly warriors and king and all like this. The main root of the society was family, and at that time joint family system was prevalent. The eldest member of the family was in charge of eldest male member of the family was the chief. The women were given due respect. In that time also the women were educated and they have got a high status in the society. People used to eat wheat, barley, rice, urad, curd, milk, etc. They were both vegetarian and non-vegetarian. In their free time, they used to spend their time in horse riding, chariot race, hunting, wrestling, boating, etc. They were very fond of music and dancing, and they were also very fond of ornaments also. Both men and women used to wear ornaments. Their ornaments were made up of silver, bronze, as well as gold. So children, you must have now heard about, now it is clear to you about the social life of the Vedic civilization. There was a joint family system, and the male member of the family was the old male member was the head of the family, and the women were given due respect, and in that time they were also very educated. They were given the chance to get educated themselves. They were both vegetarian as well as non-vegetarian, and in the free time they used to do lot of recreation. For example, they used to do chariot racing, hunting, wrestling, boating, etc. Both men and women were fond of music and dance. They both wore ornaments, and the ornaments were made up of gold, silver, bronze, etc. Is it clear to you everybody about the social life of the Vedic civilization? Okay class, now I will be moving further, that is to the political life led by the Vedic civilization. Family was the main basis of the political life. The smallest unit of political administration was village, and many villages used to combine together, and they were called the Jana. The head of the Jana, J-A-N, Jan. Okay? The leader of the Jan was known as Gop, G-O-P, Gop. Okay? The king was elected by the people. He was the supreme power, and his main work was to work for the welfare of the people. There were committees, societies, and a cabinet. There were various democratic public organizations. So with this we have come to know about the political life. The family was the main unit of the political life, and the smallest unit of the political administration was village. Many villages combined together to form a Jan. The head of the villages was known as Pope, and the king was elected by the people, and he was regarded as a supreme power. He was regarded as an incarnation of God. He used to work for the public welfare and used to think his people to be his children. Is it clear, everybody? Okay. There were committees, society, and cabinets. There were various democratic political organizations. So with with this we come to the end of the political life, and now we are moving further about the economic life. The main source of livelihood of the people were farming, animal husbandry, cottage industry, trade and commerce. Farming was the main occupation, and they used to plow their field with oxen. Cow was considered to be the symbol of the prosperity. Every house had a cow, and the number of cows shows the prosperity of the person. Is it clear, everybody? Okay. Other animals, they used to tame other animals also, like elephant, horse, deer, sheep, goat, etc. At that time, barter system was prevalent, and they used to trade with each other and with the barter system. For now, religious life, the people were devotees of nature. Their main gods were Indra, sun, fire, air, Varun, etc. People performed yajnas in order to please their god. So children, with this I have come to the end of the Vedic civilization, and I have discussed with you about the meaning of the Vedic civilization, about the Vedas and the Puranas, Brahmans, Arnikas, etc. Okay, then after that I have discussed with you about the social life of the people, then about the political life they were leading, or we have discussed about the economic life, and last but not the least we have discussed the religious life also. Yes students, now I am summing up my lecture of the Vedic civilization so that it may be clear to you. After my lecture, I will be giving you certain questions based on the Vedic literature, Vedic civilization, that you have to answer it very carefully. That is why I am revising it again so that you may not find any difficulty in solving the problem. Please listen to my lecture very carefully. Okay, class, let us begin. Yes, Vedic civilization. This civilization was rural, whereas Indus civilization was urban. This civilization developed in the village, and we have come to know about the Vedic civilization by Vedic literature. What is Vedic literature? Vedic literature are the sources of information through which we come to know about the Vedic civilization, and this was written by very learned persons of that time. For example, Brahmins, because they had got the knowledge of the Vedas, Brahmans, Upanishads and Aryankas, Sutras, etc. Okay class, then I am telling you that we have discussed that there were 4 ashrams and the life was divided into 4 ashrams. The 4 ashrams were Brahmacharya ashram, Grihastha ashram, Vanaprastha ashram, and then last but not the least Sannyas ashram. They divided the life into they divided the whole human life into 100 years. Brahmacharya ashram, the age limit was from 1 to 25 years age, where the children used to get education through their gurus in Gurukul. And the Grihastha ashram, he used to get married and lead a grihast life. And in the Vanaprastha ashram, he used to fulfill all his responsibilities of his children and all. And in the Sannyas ashram, he used to leave his home and used to live in the forest, where he used to do meditation and do bhakti, and in the end his life ended. Okay children, now we have also learned in this civilization that the society was divided into class, and which was based according to the profession. For example, society was divided into 4 castes, that is the Brahmins, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas and the Shudras. The Brahmins were regarded as the upper highest class, and And why they were regarded as the upper highest class? Because they were the learned person. They used to give guidance to the people. They used to perform yajnas. They used to perform sacrifice and all. Okay. And the second class was Kshatriya class, where whose head was the king, and it included the soldiers and all. Okay. Then third one was Vaishyas. The Vaishyas were the traders who used to trade within the country as well as outside the country, and they used to do this trading by the barter system. Barter system was prevalent that time. बार्टर सिस्टम में पता है क्या होता है? जैसे आप सपोज फार्मर हो, आपके पास आपकी फील्ड में क्या ग्रो हुआ है? राइस हुआ है, और मेरी फील्ड में क्या हुआ है? वीट हुआ है। अब आपको वीट की जरूरत है, मेरे को राइस की जरूरत है, तो इसमें हम क्या करते हैं? अपने मतलब जो चीज़ें होती है उसको एक्सचेंज कर लेते हैं, तो हम इसको क्या कहते हैं? बार्टर सिस्टम। दिस सिस्टम वॉज प्रिवेलेंट इन दैट वैदिक सिविलाइजेशन। और सोसाइटी का बेसिस क्या था आपका? फैमिली। जो एल्डेस्ट मेंबर था फैमिली का, ही वाज द एल्डेस्ट मेल मेंबर था, ही वाज द हेड ऑफ द फैमिली, एंड द वुमेन वर गिवन ड्यू रिस्पेक्ट इन द फैमिली। दे वर आल्सो गेट एजुकेटेड एंड ऑल। और उसके जॉइंट फैमिली सिस्टम वाज प्रिवेलेंट, और people were both vegetarian as well as non-vegetarian. They used to eat wheat, barley, rice, urad, milk, etc. And in the free time, they used to spend their time in chariot racing, hunting, wrestling, boating, etc. Both men and women were fond of dance and music. They used to wear the clothes made up of cotton and all. Okay, and they were both fond of wearing ornaments also. Their ornaments were made up of gold, silver, and bronze. Okay, class. This will all come under the social life heading. Then we are going to discuss about the political life. Political life में as it was an rural based civilization, so what happened now in the political? Family was the basis of the political life. The smallest unit was the village, and many villages combined together to form Jan, and the leader of the Jan was known as Gop, and king was elected by the people. There was a democratic pattern of government. He was a supreme power. He was regarded as a representative of God, and he used to work for the welfare of his people. He used to regard the people as his children. There were committees, society, and cabinet who used to assist him. Now we are coming on the economic life. The main sources of livelihood were farming, animal husbandry, cottage industry, trade, and commerce. The people were mostly farmers, and they used to plow their field with the help of an oxen, and the cow was considered to be the symbol of the prosperity of the people, and prosperity of the people. They used to tame other animals also, like elephant, horse, deer, sheep, goat, ass, etc. Religious life. The people of Vedic civilization were the worshippers of nature. Their main gods were Indra, sun, fire, air, Varun, etc. People used to perform yajnas in order to please the god. With this, I have come to the end of the chapter. Not any difficulty to anybody? Now I will be giving you some homework so that you can answer the question nicely. I have revised with you the chapter, and you can easily answer my questions very nicely. And if you are unable to answer the question, listen to the video very carefully. Yes, students, I am giving you certain questions. They are very simple and you can easily answer. What was the sources of information of the Vedic civilization? Yes, what it is? It is Vedas, Brahmans. Upanishad, Arnikas, etc. How many Vedas are there? There are 4 Vedas. Name them. They are Rig Veda, Samved, Yajurved and Atharvaved. Name the ashrams. The ashrams are Brahmacharya ashram, Grahasth ashram, Vanaprasth ashram and what else? Sannyas ashram. Into how many classes were the Vedic society divided? Name them. The society was divided into 4 classes, that is Brahmins, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas and Shudras. Describe about the social life of the Vedic civilization. Joint family system था वहाँ पे, and the head of the family was a male member. Both men and women were given importance. They were educated. फिर उसके बारे में वो लोग क्या खाते थे? They used to eat rice, wheat, barley वगैरह, ये सब लिखना है आपको. और उसके बाद उनका रिक्रिएशन कैसे होता था? चैरिट रेसिंग होती थी, हंटिंग होती थी, क्या हंटिंग होती थी आपकी, और क्या होता था? बोटिंग होती थी, रेसलिंग होती थी, एक्सेट्रा. ठीक है बेटा. और उसके बाद आपको ये सारा किस में लिखोगे आप? सोशल लाइफ ऑफ द वैदिक सिविलाइजेशन में. पॉलिटिकल लाइफ में मैंने अभी आपको बताया था ना कि है ना, जो सिस्टम था वो क्या था आपका? यूनिट क्या था? फैमिली था. हेड ऑफ द विलेज वाज नोन एज गोप. और जो सारे वो विलेजेस कंबाइन हो जाते थे, दे वर कॉल्ड द जनाज एंड ऑल. और इस तरीके से आपको ये क्वेश्चंस करने हैं. It is very simple and very easy. You can do it. I know. Do your answers nicely. If you have got any problem, you can listen to my video again. It is with you only. Students, you have to submit your homework on Friday, that is 14 August. Okay, bye children. Good. Do your work nicely and have a good day.